Welcome back to Brilliant Blend. Today, we're addressing a question that's on many people's minds. Is climate change real? Let's dive into the scientific evidence behind climate change and understand what's happening to our planet. Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature, precipitation, and other atmospheric conditions on Earth. While climate has always varied naturally, the rapid changes we're witnessing now are largely due to human activities. The greenhouse effect. At the heart of climate change is the greenhouse effect. This natural process warms the Earth's surface. When the sun's energy reaches the Earth, it's either reflected back to space or absorbed and re-radiated as heat. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, trap this heat, preventing it from escaping into space, much like the glass walls of a greenhouse. Human activities, especially since the Industrial Revolution, have significantly increased the concentration of these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Burning fossil fuels for energy, deforestation and industrial processes all release large amounts of CO2 and other greenhouse gases, intensifying the greenhouse effect and warming the planet. The evidence for climate change is overwhelming and comes from multiple sources. Let's take a closer look. First, temperature records show that global temperatures have risen by about 1.2 degrees Celsius. That's 2.2 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 19th century. This increase is directly linked to the rise in greenhouse gas emissions. Moving on to melting ice caps and glaciers, polar ice sheets and glaciers worldwide are melting at an alarming rate, contributing to sea level rise. NASA's satellite data shows significant ice loss in Greenland and Antarctica. Next, sea levels themselves have risen about 8 inches, that's 20 centimeters in the past century, with the rate increasing in recent decades. This rise is due to both the melting ice and the thermal expansion of seawater as it warms. Lastly, we're seeing more frequent and severe weather events, such as hurricanes, heat waves and floods. The increased intensity of these events is directly linked to the changing climate. There is a strong consensus among scientists that climate change is real and primarily driven by human activities. Major scientific organizations worldwide, including NASA, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, known as NOAA, agree on this point. Climate change affects every aspect of our planet and our lives. Ecosystems and wildlife are particularly hard hit, with many species struggling to adapt to the changing conditions, leading to shifts in habitats and increased risks of extinction. Human health is also at stake as climate change affects air quality, water supplies and food production, leading to health issues and food insecurity. Furthermore, the economic consequences are stark. The costs of climate-related disasters, such as floods and hurricanes, are rising, impacting economies worldwide. It's important to address the skepticism around climate change. While natural factors do influence the climate, the rapid changes we're seeing now are unprecedented and align closely with the rise in human-produced greenhouse gases. Skeptics often cite short-term weather patterns or natural climate variability, but these arguments don't account for the long-term trends observed by scientists. While the situation is serious, there are steps we can take to mitigate climate change. Switching to renewable energy sources like solar and wind can reduce our carbon footprint. Improving energy efficiency in homes, cars and industries also helps. Additionally, reforestation, planting trees and protecting forests, can absorb CO2 from the atmosphere. Adopting sustainable agricultural and industrial practices can also lower greenhouse gas emissions. Supporting policies and leaders who prioritize climate action can lead to large-scale change. So, is climate change real? The scientific evidence says yes, overwhelmingly so. Understanding the science behind climate change is the first step towards taking action. By making changes in our daily lives and advocating for systemic change, we can help protect our planet for future generations. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps Brilliant Blend create more content like this. Let's work together to make a difference. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.